I've always really loved comedy, and in fact before I worked for Circus Oz, I worked as night manager at The Last Laugh, which in the 80s, 70s, 80s was a really crucial venue in Victoria, in Melbourne, for the development of a lot of comedy careers, and a lot of people worked there as waiters, budding performers who went on to become household names in the world of comedy. I spend hours sitting in comedy clubs in places like New York and Los Angeles, which isn't nearly as glamorous as it sounds. You know, when you sat there for literally 6 or 7 hours in a row. But it's always exciting in that I always go into every single gig with a sense of expectation, with a sense of excitement that this might be the one where I discover something that really surprises me, something that's really fabulous. I think it is important for the leader of an organisation to have some kind of vision about where you want the organisation to go, because that's what keeps you inspired and enthusiastic and mentally stimulated, and you need that to get through the difficulties of just getting the show on from day to day, from year to year. And I think that you need that to inspire all the people that you work with. If you have a sense of if you have a sense of excitement and belief and aspiration about where your organisation can go and how you can make it better, and if you're always thinking about how you can make it better, that filters down and I think creates an energy for the whole organisation. I think it would be very boring to just think, oh well, we're just doing this again. The aspiration and the big picture and the dreams are always far bigger than what you really have in terms of sensible resources at your disposal to make happen. So we really rely on an organisation like this on people who are as enthusiastic about what we do and have just a great passion, a great love. And I think that happens in all arts organisations. I've yet to find an arts organisation that is over-resourced. And the greatest resource that we have are our people, are the people that believe and love what they do. And when people love what they do, they will put in the energy and the hours that are required. I think it's important to remember, it's important not to exploit that in people, because then you just burn, well, yourself and your people out. I'm always very conscious of never expecting my colleagues to do more than what I was prepared to do when I was at that stage of my career. We have an audience that is increasingly younger than I am, and the importance of making sure that you give younger staff the room to make decisions, programming decisions, artistic and creative decisions that I used to make. And while I believe that my value to this organisation is utterly in my contacts, my experience, my skill based on years of doing it, and my confidence in financial management. Those things are really important, and they only come with time. So I'm completely confident in my value there, but what changes is connection with younger audiences, with younger comedians. You know, I used to be the one that hung out late at night in the festival club backstage, you know, drinking and partying with everybody, and I'm just, that's not me anymore. And I have younger staff who are of that world and of that generation now, where they need to be making those artistic decisions and creating that world. And it's worked very well, because our organisation is so big now that I can't do everything that I used to do. So I'm quite happy to pass on to that younger perspective the things that need a younger perspective, and I focus on the issues and the elements of running the company that require skill that comes from long practice.